Hello everybody, Marlene aka Snow Gardener 307. We are here for the start of the garden season 2023. I wanted to go ahead and film where my gardens, my flower gardens, my vegetable garden, which is non-existent right now, and everything. And today is May 20th. Now let me tell you guys a little bit about where I live if you guys are brand new. I live in a small town in Wyoming that is at 7,200 feet in elevation with no first or last frost day. So besides planting seeds, no flowers or anything are going into the ground until after June 1st. But I wanted to go ahead and film, show you guys where we're at, and then that will give us some place to look how far we came in the garden season 2023. So let's go ahead and go for a tour. We are going to start in the front corner of the yard. So there's the house. That gives you guys an idea. You can see that we have all kinds of stuff popping up. We have all kinds of perennials. We need to do some definite cleanup. We need to get in and get some weeding done. And these right here, these are little irises that are popping up, and they are meant to stay small. So they are perfect. And this right here is a snowball bush that does not like it here. So I might try to transplant it into the back. But we have got all kinds of stuff. We've got more irises. Those daylilies went crazy. We just put up this temporary fence right here for the lilacs. And these lilacs are all runners or babies off of an old lilac bush in the backyard that was here before my husband bought the house. And we have just got a huge mess to take care of. Somehow my fountain broke this last year. So you can see here it's broke at the base, and then this, not my fountain, my bird bath. And so it doesn't actually hold water anymore, which is kind of sad. So I might get rid of that this year. I don't know. I kind of like it just for the pop of color and the height in the garden. And we've got all of this here. This right here is my husband's grandfather's wheelbarrow. We're going to plant it full again this year. It will have, I believe, marigolds in it for sure. We do the marigolds because the deer won't eat them. For anybody that doesn't know, we definitely have a pest problem here. And this is why Marlene can't have nice things. Looks like we've got, they were all in our yard. So good morning to you, baby deer. So lots and lots of irises and lilies you guys are going to see. And we've got a lot of chives because they do amazing. Lilies are my favorite flower, so you're going to see a whole bunch. We like to upcycle stuff. So the base of this planter right here was a coffee table. So it's actually flipped upside down. And my husband used scrap lumber to build that box for me. And it was a great addition to the corner of the yard. And when I was talking about pest problems, the moose this year just demolished this tree. So you can see the branches that are hanging down in weird directions. And he actually cracked this branch right here as well. So we're going to have to do some trimming back. So you see that one right there. He took that off too. And so this flower bed has a lot of flowers and perennials coming up. We have got some alliums. Is that how you say that? Alliums. We've got mint right here in the corner that does amazing without taking over. And then we still have the fake Christmas trees up right here in these two planters. So those will go bye-bye. So I need to clean all of these planters out. And then along here, you can see something pulled these up. These right here need to be moved anyway, so I'll be moving them if they survived. And we've got some daffodils coming up. So daffodils, daylilies. We have got daisies that are coming up as well. And this is one of my first projects this year. I was going to do this last year. I'm going to take these bricks and put them into the grass so that when I mow, I don't have to weed eat because I hate weed eating. And so this path is one of our newer additions. And this flower bed here, it looks like most of the daffodils have died back, but you see we've got plenty of dandelions in there for the bees. But these daffodils right here were a little bit later. And look at how pretty these are. Aren't those just beautiful? And I have that false riverbed right there going through this flower bed so that when it comes off of the roof, it doesn't dig a hole. And we've got these 3 cattle panels that we cut. These are for clematis. We've just got driftwood and rocks from our area. There's a lot of stuff in here, but there's a lot of cleanup that I need to do. And my husband bought me bulbs this last year, and they are not looking like they're doing anything at all. And I know that these were not cheap, so we're gonna have to see if they do anything. This right here is columbine, all kinds of columbine. Let's go into the side yard. So here is the side yard. There are the puppies. So we've got massive growth in here. We have lots and lots of fun things back here. Let me go ahead and close this. But we do have a ground cover that was back here when my husband bought the house. And it's this ground cover right here. I can't remember the name of it, but it ends up having purple flowers and it's beautiful. But look at how fast it takes over and it tries to choke things out. So a lot of this will be gone in this section because there's a lot of other perennials that if I don't clear it out, it will just choke it out. We've got a rose bush back here. We've got a couple. Roses are not my favorite. My husband planted some wild roses. And of course we've got poppies right here. But these are not wild roses. These are regular rose bushes. But the wild roses are popping up in my path. So if you see this stuff here, this is all wild roses. So we need to get that cleaned out. Again, tons and tons of lilies because they do good. And well, this is disappointing. So this was a clematis as well. And I do not see any growth from it whatsoever. So I don't think that one overwintered. And there's cute little puppy faces. They are not allowed in the side yard because we don't want them digging stuff up. And then welcome to the mess of our backyard. For anybody that watched my channel last year, you know this changed a lot last year, but it still has a long ways to go. Obviously we have a wood pile there. We've got grass, we've got a gardening shed, we've got a bucket in the middle of the yard. But let me show you guys what the garden looks like. That's the main thing back here. And there's nothing in it yet, but we do have some stuff that has come back. So let's go ahead and take a look at the garden. So this is our garden area here. Last year we moved everything and we built this temporary fence right here to keep the dogs out. You can see we've got some construction materials and stuff over here. And let me show you guys the rest of the yard. If you see the big windows and stuff, there's Bridger. If you see the big windows, this is all for the greenhouse that will hopefully start construction this year. But you know how that goes sometimes. And so what you're going to see here, you're going to see a whole bunch of cardboard. You're going to see what looks like a mess because this all used to be grass and weeds. So we are trying to get those weeds down. And of course you see we still have some. We've got the little greenhouse here that I got from Sam's Club. We've got raspberries back there. And then this here has all kinds of flowers in it, but it also is inundated with grass. So this is going to be one of our first projects this year. We want this to be a butterfly oasis back here. And we have this watering tub that one of my friends gave me because it got a hole in it. We're going to turn this into a raised bed this year. I think I might put zucchini in there. And then the couple things that we've got growing right now is we've got 2 rhubarb plants. And these were transplanted from my in-laws. A neighbor of theirs was doing new construction, and so they were in the way. So we went ahead and grabbed them. They're doing amazing. And then I also got some horseradish this last year. So that's what this is right here, as I'm in the shadow so you guys can't see. This right here is horseradish. It does amazing in our area. I have never grown it before, so we've got 2 horseradish plants there. And then here we had strawberries, but it doesn't look like they overwintered. I don't know about you guys, but we had a rough winter. I was going to see if I saw anything that looked like strawberries. So this was obviously one of the strawberry plants, and it is dead as a doornail. Doornail? Is that what you say? So it looks like we've just got weeds over here. I will be careful as I go through and clean it up to see if anything survived. And then we have this raised bed right here, which I'm going to be planting first. We're going to go ahead and put some seeds in here, and I'll bring you guys along for that. And this raised bed right here, we're actually going to move over here, and we're going to make the space between them bigger so that I can actually get in there and weed. And the reason for that is this right here was an old wood box that's going to be coming out, and we want to do a wraparound porch, so we didn't want to have a raised bed in the way. So that's the beginning of garden season 2023. I'm excited to see how far we can take it this year. I'm excited to see what kind of production we can get out of our garden. And considering we start so late, it's one of those things that once we get the greenhouse built, it will make it so much easier. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today. And until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.